It's time for Spring Hill High School basketball. Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Price Chopper, Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial, the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Crown Realty, the Elliott Insurance Group, Prime Accounting Solutions, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Allstate, Libby Clark Agency, Spring Hill Fitness, Perfect Detail Salon, and Whitesell Optometry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Good evening from Spring Hill High School. It's opening night of the basketball season for the Spring Hill Broncos as they welcome the Atchison Redmen and Lady Red into town for this season opener this evening. It's supposed to be the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show, but a few glitches getting out of the air here tonight. We are about 90 seconds away from tip-off, so we'll just cruise right past your Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show from your locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. We'll run down a few of the other pregame elements that we would normally do throughout this first quarter of action. Tonight we'll catch you all up on that, get you set for this matchup, run through the keys to the game. Starting lineups are coming up very shortly as well, and opening tip is just minutes away. We're back after this quick timeout to get the basketball season started here at Spring Hill High School. Atchison in town for the opener on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Spring Hill High School tonight for the season opener for these two, or for Spring Hill rather, for their boys and girls teams. For Atchison, it's the second game of the year. The Lady Red opened up with a loss in their opener at Holton, or against Holton at home, 48-13, and they're announcing the starting lineups right now. We'll get to those here as well for you. The starting lineups are brought to you by Perfect Details Salon, 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. The Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. All right, here's the starters for the visiting Atchison Lady Red, who are 0-1 on the season. Zamaria Herring is a 5'3 junior. 3 points in the opener for Herring. Katie Harris is a 5'11 sophomore who was one of the top performers last year as a freshman. She averaged just over 10 points and just under 8 rebounds per game. And she was scoreless in their season opener, however, the 5'11 sophomore Harris. Amari Rawls is a 5'9 senior. She was tied for the team high with 4 points in their season opener. The other girl that was tied with her for the team high was Aiden Saunders, a 5'6 junior. And then Veronica Dill, a 5'9 senior who had 2 points in the Lady Red opener. The head coach is Blaine Carty. In his first season, Nick Rebant is the assistant. For the Spring Hill Broncos, their starting lineup for Clay Freegon, who's in his 16th season as the head coach of the Lady Broncos. His starters look like this. Emily Dowd is check that down. Now starting to Avery Anderson, 5'7 senior, who is signed to play collegiate softball next year, but she'll be one of the guards in this year's basketball lineup for Coach Freegon. Played 9 games last year. Going to have a much bigger role this season for the Broncos. Kaylin Dawson, 5'4 senior. She's the most experienced player coming back on this team, and she'll be the point guard for this Spring Hill girls team. And rounding out the starting lineup, Meredith Todd, one of their better shooters on the team, a 5'7 junior, played in 6 games last year. She's number 25 at white for the Broncos. Michaela Popovich will start at center. She averaged just under 1.5 points with 2 rebounds per game last year, 5'10 junior. And she'll get the majority of the minutes at the center position until they get Allie Frank back, who's maybe going to be back by Friday's game, but will not be playing here in this one to open up the season. And there's the opening tip that is tapped to the sideline and out of bounds. And the other starter in the starting lineup, Paige Cooper, a 5'5 senior. And there's your starting lineups brought to you by Perfect Details Salon. That opening tip was brought to you by the Spring Hill Recreation Commission. Sign up now for the annual Daddy-Daughter Dance scheduled for February 15th at the Meadowlark Event Center. It's $30 per couple, $10 for each additional daughter. And to register, visit them online at springhillrec.org or call 913-592-2214. So a turnover on the opening possession for Spring Hill as we're just underway here in the season opener for this Spring Hill team that lost a lot of experience from last year's group. Graduated a big group, so Clay Freegon having to reload this season. There's some contact near midcourt, and a foul is called on Kaylin Dawson. So she's their most experienced returner, as I was saying, and their point guard. They can ill afford for her to fight herself into foul trouble, and she picks up her first just 19 seconds into the opening quarter. Rawls will inbound for the Lady Red. Sends it into the backcourt for Rain Burkhalter. And she's picked up man-to-man by Paige Cooper. This is going to be an aggressive defensive team for Coach Freegon this year. And you can see that early on with tight ball pressure. Out on the left wing, Herring hands it back to Burkhalter at the top of the key. Rawls for the short corner, trying to go baseline on Meredith Todd and then force the turnover. Chance to run for Spring Hill. Up to Avery Anderson on the right side. Off the glass and in as Avery Anderson puts Spring Hill on top at 2-0, just under a minute in to this opening quarter. Anderson last year in 9 games averaged just over 1.5 points per contest, but they lost 78% of their scoring from last year, did Spring Hill. So a lot of girls going to have to find some more points and a lot more playing time than they had last year. After the 5-second violation, the inbound to Popovich. Offensive rebound, Anderson, and she's fouled on the putback try. So Avery Anderson will head to the free throw line for Spring Hill. That foul charged to Veronica Dill for Atchison. First team foul. And Anderson's first free throw off the mark. We look at the keys to the game brought to you by Crown Realty. Get the keys to your dream home and check out all their listings at crownrealty.com. If you're in the market to sell, remember the key is a great agent, and that's what you'll find at Crown Realty in Spring Hill. Call 913-592-2222. Get to those in a moment as Anderson comes up with a steal after converting the second of those free throws, and this time the foul committed on the other guard in the front court, or the back court for Spring Hill, Paige Cooper. So now she'll go to the line for a couple of free throws. That foul on Herring and a timeout taken by Atchison. So with 6:49 left in this first quarter, Atchison takes their first timeout, a 3-0 lead for Spring Hill. We'll keep it right here, run down those keys to the game for you. Offensive keys for Coach Freegod in this season opener: set great screens and score in transition. We've seen them already get a couple of opportunities in transition. First one led to a free throws. They got one out of that. They just had a transition opportunity, and they're going to have a chance for Paige Cooper at the line to take advantage of that opportunity. So far doing what Coach Freegod wants them to do offensively in their keys. And the defensive keys, keep up the defensive intensity throughout the entire ball game with lots of pressure. And we've seen that already early on, forcing a couple of early turnovers out of Atchison. Cooper's free throw spins in and out. So it stays 3-0 here, Spring Hill, as Atchison has, to this point, survived a couple of early turnovers, with Spring Hill unable to take advantage. A couple of missed free throws, but then it goes off the hand of Dill and out of bounds. It'll stay with Spring Hill. Atchison scored 7 points in the first quarter against Holton last week, and then they scored just 6 the rest of the game, only a 13-point night, as that looked like a push on the way through. And Meredith Todd now down for Spring Hill. She was fouled, but now there's an injured Lady Bronco, and that foul goes against Zamaria Herring. That's her second, team's third. And Coach Freegod has had to take a look at his junior guard, Meredith Todd, who he called the best shooter on the team entering this season. With 6:43 left in the opening quarters, a minute and 17 seconds into this season opener. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching the season opener from Spring Hill High School for the Spring Hill Broncos basketball team here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
Leah Smith, with more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Spring Hill High School as Coach Freegod helps his starting junior guard Meredith Todd off the floor, injured here in this first quarter. Just a minute and 17 seconds into this ball game. Spring Hill with a 3-0 lead, 6:43 remaining in this first period. But has put a bit of a damper on the opening night here. This is a team that's already having to replace a lot of girls from last year. Coach Freegod said that even though the team is going to look a lot different this year in terms of personnel, that the expectations remain the same after 4 straight sub-state championship game appearances. And right away, Coach Freegod's going to have to adjust that rotation as Kate Milroy will come in to replace Todd. So it'll be Milroy who goes to the free throw line. 2 shots for the sophomore Kate Milroy, and the first is off the front rim. Just 1 for 5 at the free throw line early on for Spring Hill. And that second one is good from Milroy. So 4-0 Broncos lead, 6:43 left, opening quarter. Full court pressure from Spring Hill. They forced a couple of turnovers early out of Atchison. This ball will go out of bounds and force another turnover. A dead ball turnover, though, so they don't have a chance to go into transition off it. We'll see. They get the offense rolling here in the half-court set. Kaylin Dawson at the point. Milroy enters it down into the post. Cooper. Ball comes back up top. Popovich runs it down. Out to Dawson. One dribble into a long two, and Strong with the miss. And a foul against Spring Hill on the rebound attempt. That'll go against Paige Cooper. And that is her first and the team's second. Four 0 Spring Hill lead just underway in this season opener. Dawson on the deflection. (13-8) last year for Spring Hill. 4 straight sub-state championship games, replacing those 78% of their scoring and 70% of their rebounds from last season. That pass catches Veronica Dill off guard, and it's another turnover. Transition chance. Anderson from Milroy, too strong in the layup, and it's cleared by Katie Harris for Atchison. So they've had their transition opportunities early on, but to this point, unable to capitalize as Spring Hill leads it just 4-0, and there's a travel as Herring lost her footing. May have rolled an ankle as she's a little slow to get up and tests the strength in that left ankle. Anderson and Cooper check out of the lineup, and in comes Emily Dowd. And along with Dowd into the lineup for the first time here this evening is Brooke Powell. Dowd a junior, Powell a sophomore. And this is Powell just inside the free throw line. They work it back left. Dawson on the attack. Can't finish as she ran into that double team of Rawls and Harris. Stays 4-0 Spring Hill with 5:26 left in the quarter. And now Kaylin Dawson has picked up her second personal foul. And that's going to force Coach Freegon's hand and go back to the bench again. Julia Hess will check in, a 5'6" junior replacing Dawson. So they have lost their really top 2 shooters out of the lineup already, one via the injury, and now Dawson via foul trouble. 5:18 left in the opening quarter. Seems like a lot has happened, but not much has happened in terms of scoring so far, as Atchison has not hardly had a look. In fact, I don't think they have a single field goal attempt yet, nearly 3 minutes in. But yet they trail just 4-0 as Spring Hill has been unable to capitalize. Just 2 of 6 at the free throw line, a couple of missed layups. Herring is fouled by Milroy. And now Spring Hill starting to pile up some of the fouls as well. Their 4th team foul, and the first on Milroy. Milroy again kind of bumped into Herring. She lost a handle, and there's a break, if you can call it such, for Atchison as Herring touched it while laying on the sideline. So it is a turnover still against Atchison, but instead of a live ball turnover, as Milroy was headed the other way for what may have been an uncontested layup, it turns into a violation of the sideline and an inbound, so they'll have to set up in the half court now. Milroy to Hess in the short corner, bounce into the paint. Powell reverses it back out. Long 2-pointer from Dowd is off the glass and in. Emily Dowd off the bench with 2 to make it 6-0 Spring Hill with 4:42 remaining in the quarter. And a turnover. Ball still loose, trying to gather it. It goes out of bounds off of Herring. And Spring Hill takes over possession after another Atchison turnover. Tough start for Blaine Clardy's group. And to the bench he goes for Jemiah Booker, a 5'4" sophomore replacing Herring, who's still kind of working on that ankle as she exits. 6-0 Spring Hill. Popovich, high right, out of the corner now for 3 from that right corner, but short by Hess. Offensive rebound and a putback from Popovich. 8-0 Spring Hill as they keep that pressure on. Harris to Booker, and it's turned over again. Quickly back comes Spring Hill. Powell finds Milroy in the baseline, and she knocks down a mid-range jumper. And it's a 10-0 run now to start this ball game for Spring Hill. It was a little bit slow going, their first 4, but now they've put 6 in the bucket in the last 2.5 minutes. And they've opened up a double-digit lead, and they forced yet another Atchison turnover as they have hardly been able to get the ball across midcourt and still don't have a single field goal attempt yet. Three-pointer on a catch and shoot. Emily Dowd splashes it in there, and that's 5 off the bench for Dowd, and it's 13-0 Spring Hill and a timeout Atchison. A nice run here for the Broncos to start this one of their season opener. They lead 13-0 with 3:47 left in the first on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Great start for Clay Freegon's Spring Hill Broncos as they lead it 13-0 with 3:47 left in the opening quarter. They had just 4 points at the 4:42 mark of this first quarter, but over the last minute they have piled on 9 quick ones and have opened up this 13-point lead as Atchison's already burned through 2 of their timeouts. Another deflection. This one ends up in the front court, still loose, and Milroy tracks it down. They've got numbers. A 5-on-2. Hess pulls up, missed up front rim as it rolled across the backside. And then, speaking of going through the back, that's Popovich who picks up the foul. That is her first and the team's 5th. So if there's one thing that Coach Freegon would like to see slow down here, that'd be the fouls, as Spring Hill has already picked up 5 of them. Kaylin Dawson, their starting point guard's got 2 of those 5, and she's on the bench because of it. But the reserves have come in and done a nice job. Milroy with 3, Dowd with 5 off the bench. Rawls this time running into Popovich, and they call a blocking foul on Michaela Popovich, who looked to be in pretty good position right there. But Popovich now picks up her 2nd and the team's 6th as it sends Amari Rawls to the free throw line. The 5'9" senior tied a team high with 4 points in the opener for Atchison, and her first foul shot is off the heel. So Popovich comes out. Avery Anderson comes back in, and they'll go a little smaller now in the lineup. Probably not going to have Allie Frank tonight, the 6-foot junior, one of the standouts on the state tournament qualifying volleyball team for Spring Hill, as that free throw misses as well from Rawls. And the rebound cleared by Hess. But they're hoping to have Frank ready to go by Friday's game against Lansing. Another foul committed by Atchison is going to put Spring Hill on the free throw line as Avery Anderson will go to the stripe with a foul charge to Rain Burkhalter. Anderson 1 for 2 at the free throw line in this ball game and has another one spin out. So Paige Cooper back in now, replaces Julia Hess. Just 2 out of 7 at the free throw line right now for Spring Hill. Anderson does get the 2nd foul shot. She's got 4 points for Spring Hill, and they lead 14-0 with 3:12 remaining in the quarter. After a turnover again, they can't convert, but Powell gives them a second chance. Foul line jumper from Anderson off the left iron. Another offensive rebound. Quickly kicked out to Down. Her shot misses strong. Powell with her 2nd offensive rebound on this possession. Tearing up Atchison on the glass right now, really in every facet of this ball game to this point. Atchison trying to double down on Anderson. She kicks it back up. Cooper way off the mark on the 3. Another offensive rebound. Extra touch comes up top. Three-pointer short that time from Dowd. Powell with another chance, and finally they capitalize. Well, if you give a team that many chances, the odds are quickly going against you coming up with a stop. And Atchison now down 16-0 as they still look for their first official field goal attempt. The only shot they got was also a foul against Spring Hill, so the field goal attempt didn't count. That one does count as an attempt, but it misses short from Booker and then goes out of bounds off the leg of Harris. 16-0 Spring Hill. All Broncos in this opening quarter. 2:10 left in the period. Nobody back for Atchison. And getting back late to knock it out of bounds, Veronica Dill. Spring Hill nearly got a transition opportunity without even forcing a turnover or even a made bucket. And here comes Herring, Saunders, Boldridge, Winnie Harris, and Erica Smith all coming into the ball game. So a complete line change here for Blaine Clardy. 2:07 left in the quarter, a 16-0 Spring Hill lead. Anderson goes right at Harris. Can't get the shot to banking it off the glass. But then it's turned over, kicked back to Atchison, and then through the hands of Smith and out of bounds. So yet another turnover for Atchison with 1:54 left in the period. It's 16-0 Spring Hill. Dowd, open look for three. Off the back rim, she tracks down her own rebound. Milroy fumbling the basketball, now gathers. Cooper left alone up top. Again to Dowd. 90 seconds, and then Dowd throws it right into the arms of Herring. One-on-one with Cooper. Herring goes right into Cooper, who's going to be called for the blocking foul. She was already kind of falling over as Herring went through her, so that's the 7th team foul now against Spring Hill. It'll put Herring on the line for 2 shots. That's the second personal foul on Paige Cooper. So Zamaria Herring is at the stripe. And that free throw is good as Atchison is on the board with 1:27 left in the first quarter. Second foul shot by Herring misses. Anderson tracks down the rebound for Spring Hill. 16-1 lead with 1:20 left in the first quarter. Pass behind the target Anderson, but Powell comes up with it. She's rejected by Harris. And the 6'2 senior starts the break with the outlet up to Herring. Fouled again, this time by Emily Dowd. So 2 more foul shots coming up for Zamaria Herring. 1 of 2 at the line a moment ago. In is Jenna Weber, and this is a freshman checking in here for Spring Hill. Weber, very versatile player, said Coach Freegon. Can play anywhere with a very, very high basketball IQ, and a freshman in the first quarter here on the season opener, making her high school debut. The second free throw is good from Herring to make it 16-2. And here is the freshman Weber on the left wing. Up top to Dowd. Thought about it, now out to Milroy. Into traffic, Milroy left it short. Anderson caught the rebound, puts it back up the baseline and knocks down that jumper. 18-2 Spring Hill with under a minute to play in the first quarter. Anderson with the team high 6 points in this opening period. Saunders trying to go baseline, then bounced it right to Milroy. Has it ripped out of her hands. On the floor, back underneath, and put up with the right hand, and good from Micaiah Boldridge. Half minute left in the quarter, 18-4 Spring Hill. Dowd left open, top of the key, knocks down her second triple. 21-4 Spring Hill. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Milroy deflects it. Powell back to Milroy with 5 left in the quarter. It's blocked by Harris. Second shot blocked by Winnie Harris with a second to go. 1.2 on the clock. So a quick catch and shoot needed here for Spring Hill. Michaela Popovich checks back in. get some size there. We'll see if they go with a quick lob to Popovich. Just 1.2 seconds left in this first quarter. Anderson goes out. Milroy will trigger the inbound. And she does lob it to Popovich. Caught it right in front of the hoop and gets the bucket as the clock expires. 23-4. Spring Hill, the dominant opening quarter. They lead Atchison by 19 as we go to the second. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to Spring Hill High School opening night for the Spring Hill Broncos basketball teams. And a dominant opening quarter for the Spring Hill girls with a 23-4 lead on top of Atchison as we start the second quarter tonight. Atchison with the basketball. They really struggled to even get a look at the hoop in the first quarter, turning it over a ton. And Spring Hill took them a little bit to get going. They had just 4 points on the board almost midway through the quarter, but then they exploded over the final 4.5 and put up 19 points. Missed shot by Dowd, but another offensive rebound, and a putback is off the glass and good for Kaylin Dawson. So Dawson's got a pair of fouls. She had to come out of the game in that first quarter about midway through with 2 fouls. Spring Hill committed 8 first quarter fouls. You see Atchison in the bonus, but Dawson hopefully can play clean here in the second quarter and keep her on the floor as missed by Harris is pulled down by Spring Hill's Emily Dowd, who had a team-high 8 points in the opening quarter, hit a couple of three-pointers. Popovich trying to go with an up and under move with Harris, but Winnie Harris stayed with her and has her third shot block already. 25-4 Spring Hill, though, as Atchison burned through a pair of timeouts in the first quarter and saw a 16-0 run by Spring Hill. This ball not in. Oh, that's a travel. Well, I think Popovich thought it was going to be a backcourt violation, but she can go back and get that on an inbound, but then she traveled. She didn't dribble the basketball. So it's a turnover against Spring Hill with 7:01 left in the second quarter, 25-4. Inbound, Aiden Saunders. Man-to-man pressure defense. Saunders stops, pops, and leaves it short. Popovich with the rebound knocked to the floor by Katie Harris, and Harris picks up her first personal foul, and that is the team's 5th with 6:44 left in this first half. Right out of the gates, Spring Hill suffered an injury, one of their starters, in Meredith Todd. But they have responded. They've come out here and really went on a nice run with Emily Dowd and Kate Milroy coming off the bench for 11 points between the two of them. And then that kind of got Avery Anderson going. She's got 6. And all of a sudden, after what was a slow start, has really picked up for Spring Hill, although they turned it over there. That pass from Dawson came in at the ankles of Avery Anderson and caught it right on the sideline where she dropped the ball onto the purple sideline here at Spring Hill High. 25-4. Broncos on top. Herring at the point for Atchison. Out to Saunders. Gets a good look this time for 3, but again, it's short. And Popovich clears for Spring Hill. Transition chance. Anderson from the corner. Good shot fake, and then had it blocked again by Harris. 4 blocked shots now for Winnie Harris off of the bench. Corner three from Katie Harris. Popovich trying to battle Harris for that rebound, and I think Katie Harris is going to get tagged for her second. She will. Fight a little bit too hard through the back of Popovich. So Katie Harris picks up her second. She'll check out of the game, and back comes Veronica Dill with 6:02 remaining in the first half. A couple of changes for Clay Freegon as well. Kate Milroy and Brooke Powell check back into his lineup. 2 minutes into the second quarter, a 25-4 lead, the largest of the game right now, 21 points for Spring Hill. Milroy all alone down underneath, but she misses from close range. It's tapped out where Powell tracks it down for Spring Hill. They'll get another chance. They have dominated the glass, especially on the offensive side. Pass over the head of Dawson, but she had a hand in her back with a push, and that is on Aiden Saunders. And that will put Spring Hill in the bonus. So Saunders picks up her first, and it put Dawson on the line for a 1-and-1. First trip to the line for the senior guard. And the first foul shot missed. Popovich, offensive rebound, put back misses as well. Fight for the basketball and a tie-up. The possession arrow will keep it with Spring Hill. .21 Spring Hill lead, just 2 points though here in the second quarter. Inbound to Powell, blocked again by Winnie Harris. 5 block shots now. Saunders in transition lays it in over Milroy. 25-6 Spring Hill lead. Well, just like the first quarter, the offense starting a little bit slow here in the second quarter for Spring Hill. Didn't stop them from putting up 23 when it was all said and done, but 19 of that 23 came in the final 4:40. So a second foul against Saunders will put us right back where we were a moment ago with Kaylin Dawson on the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity as Saunders checks out after that second foul and Rain Burkhalter replaces her. First foul shot, Dawson this time is good. Gets that lead back to 20 for the Broncos. Nothing but net on the second foul shot. 27-6, Spring Hill with the dominant lead as they pull the full court pressure back into the half court, but still meet them right across the timeline with that pressure man-to-man defense. Milroy right here guarding Herring close. Spins around her. Milroy recovers underneath to Dill. Double teamed and blocked by Powell. Harris tracked it down. Kick out Herring. Good look at a three, and she capitalizes. 27-9 with 4:49 remaining in the first half. And that pass over the head of Hess out of bounds, or down rather, and out of bounds. Atchison takes over down 27-9. They lost 48-13 in their season opener against Holton last Friday night. This the opener for Spring Hill. And to this point, it's looked pretty good for the Broncos, minus the one thing that really was out of their control, and that was an injury to Meredith Todd. Other than that, everything's gone as you'd hope for Spring Hill. Harris out to Burkhalter. That one goes off the heel, and it's rebounded by Emily Dowd. Dawson with a chance to run here for Spring Hill. Down the right lane line and blocked out of bounds by Winnie Harris. Half dozen blocks in the first half of the 6'2 senior. Dawson having trouble finding somebody to inbound the ball to. Nearly turned it over. Rawls deflected it but couldn't come up with it. Midway point of the second quarter, just 4 points so far in the period for Spring Hill, but yet they lead by 18 still. Ball fake, kick out to Dowd. She tries to penetrate off balance, leaner in the paint, missed. And Rawls the rebound for Atchison. The Lady Red down 18, but they've outscored Spring Hill 5-4 to this point in the second quarter. Burkhalter kicked that into the backcourt, and they're going to call the backcourt violation, rightfully so. And Blaine Clardy wants a deflection there. It was deflected by Milroy, but it went off last of Burkhalter, so that's a backcourt violation as Popovich comes out. Weber back in for Spring Hill, along with Hess, Powell, Milroy, and Dawson. Weber up top, Powell just inside of the three-point line. Rims in and out. Offensive rebound again by Weber this time. Put back try missed from the corner on that shot by Hess. It stays an 18-point lead for Spring Hill with 3 minutes and change left in the half. Herring bumped by Milroy, and Milroy picks up the foul. So second personal foul on Milroy, team's 9th, and Herring, who rolled her ankle earlier in this game, is again a bit shaken up after that foul. Took a moment to gather her thoughts. She'll step up to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Team high 5 points for Herring. A couple of free throws and a three-pointer, and that free throw missed right. Powell the rebound for Spring Hill. 2:58 left, second quarter. Up 18 for the Broncos. Weber from the block, feeds Dawson on the cut, and missed the layup. Another tie-up. This time it'll go back to Atchison. Paige Cooper returns for Spring Hill. Micaiah Boldridge back for Atchison. Now Avery Anderson also checks in for Spring Hill as Burkhalter gets that shoe tied back up. 2:47 to go in the half. 27-9 Spring Hill. He led 23-4 at the end of the first quarter. So they have gone cold here offensively in the second period. A travel is called prior to the shot on Boldridge. So that wipes off a potential 2 for Atchison. And it stays 27-9 Spring Hill. Cooper on the cut, kick back out for Hess. Long two-pointer goes off the back rim. Hess got it back, now feeds Cooper. Good shot fake, but secondary defender Burkhalter there to cut her off. Now the ball loose. Tap back by Milroy into the arms of Cooper. Anderson, short corner jumper is off front iron and cleared by Winnie Harris. Just over 2 to go in the second quarter. Burkhalter fumbling her way up the floor. Now Rawls will try to set things up for Atchison. Boldridge lobbing underneath, off the hand of Dill, stolen by Milroy. Fires up to Cooper. Paige Cooper attacking Rawls, missing the layup. Anderson offensive rebound, put back no good for Avery Anderson. Now Jenna Weber with another offensive board. Cooper 15 feet on the left wing, hits. 29-9 Spring Hill. 90 seconds left in the half. Burkhalter to Harris, top of the key, deflected back at her by Weber. Rawls has her pass deflected, this one's stolen. Spring Hill on the move. Milroy lobs for Weber. Tried to go back to Milroy, and she hadn't established herself back in bounds. She had gone a little bit far and had stepped out of bounds after making that pass to Weber, so the pass came back to her, and she is out of bounds. And it's a turnover back to Atchison. Popovich, Dowd return. Weber and Milroy to the bench for Spring Hill with 1:05 left in the half and a 29-9 Spring Hill lead. Just 6 points, though, in the second quarter for the Broncos. Off the fingertips of Boldridge, out of bounds, back to Spring Hill. Jemiah Booker returning. 5'4" sophomore guard back for Boldridge. Under a minute to go here in the quarter. A 20-point lead for Spring Hill. They've led by as many as 21 on two separate occasions, and now they've got their largest lead of the game at 22 on that bucket by Avery Anderson. She and Dowd each with 8 to lead the way for the Spring Hill offense. And now the Broncos lead by 22. Booker wanted to get it out to Burkhalter, fumbled though. They had a chance for a good look from Burkhalter if they would have got the pass to her cleanly. Half-minute left here in the second quarter. Loose to the baseline. Dawson slides in to take it away. 20 seconds here for Spring Hill. They want a transition chance. Anderson kicks to Cooper from the baseline, missed it, and Rawls the rebound. 12 seconds now left, and then Rawls threw an elbow in to the defender, Avery Anderson, knocking her over and picking up the foul. Her first. It's the team's 9th, but a player control, so no free throws. And with 11 seconds left, Spring Hill will have a chance to set up the final look of the half. Dawson inbound to Anderson. She'll go right up with it. Missed off the glass. Tie up. And the possession arrow gives it to Spring Hill yet again. Now with 5.7 to go. Popovich flashes into the paint. Now Anderson catches it on the right wing. 3 to shoot. Anderson back to Cooper. Deflected out of bounds. And the clock expires. That'll do it for the first half. So the second quarter offense slowed down a little bit for Spring Hill. Just 8 second quarter points, but they only gave up 5 in the second quarter, so they still expanded their lead. 31-9 at the half. All Spring Hill tonight in their season opener as they lead the Atchison Lady Red by 22 as we hit the break. Coming up next, it's the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to Spring Hill High School. It's halftime, and that means it's the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. To learn more, call 913-221-0755. Just up the street at 159th and Merlin. Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. All Spring Hill in that opening half. 31-9 here at the break as we take a look at our first half Eye on the Game, brought to you by White Cell Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with White Cell Optometry Vision Source by calling 592-2020. And be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. Well, this game started a little slow for Spring Hill. They got a bucket in the opening minute, but then they just had a couple of free throws the next 3 minutes of the ball game. And with right at 5 minutes left in the first quarter, it was only 4-0 Spring Hill. But then the Broncos turned it on. They had defense to set up their offense, and they went on a 16-0 run to start this ball game with 12 of the 16 points coming in a 3 minutes or a 2 minute span. And they put up a 16-0 lead before Atchison got a couple of free throws to get on the board. The lead would get as large as 19 then, and that was what the score was at the end of the first quarter, 23-4 in favor of Spring Hill. But much like the first quarter, the second quarter started slow as well for Spring Hill. They scored just one bucket in the first 3 minutes of the second quarter, and then they only scored their second field goal at the 1:36 mark. They did have a couple of free throws in between, but only 8 points put on the board in the second quarter for Spring Hill. The good part was, though, the defense remained strong as they held Atchison to just 5 second quarter points. So despite scoring only 8, they took a 19-point lead and turned it into a 22-point lead in that second quarter as they lead it now 31-9 here at the half. That's your White Cell Optometry Vision Source eye on the game. We'll take a timeout, come back with the first half numbers for you. Take a look at our stats in a 31-9 first half lead here at the break on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. It's the Spring Hill Broncos all over the Atchison Lady Red here on opening night on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Whitesell Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Whitesell Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Whitesell and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Whitesell Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
31-9 Spring Hill on top of Atchison here in our girls game tonight to kick off this 2019-2020 high school basketball season for the Spring Hill Broncos. It's the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show here from Spring Hill High School tonight. With that 31-9 lead, and it's kind of hard to find scoring for Atchison in this one. 5 of their 9, though, came from Zamaria Herring, their starting point guard. She's got a couple of free throws in their lone three-pointer. Micaiah Boldridge and Aiden Saunders each with a bucket as well to round out the scoring for Atchison. For Spring Hill, Avery Anderson and Emily Dowd each with 8. They lead the way for the Broncos. Kate Milroy's got 3 off of the bench. Kaylin Dawson with 4. Paige Cooper with 2. Brooke Powell with 2. And Michaela Popovich with 4. As Spring Hill did get pretty good contributions across the board there as far as the scoring goes. And of their 31 points, 15 came from the bench. 3 by Milroy, 8 by Dowd, and then the pair of 2s from Cooper and Powell. So, or rather, Cooper, I guess, started Powell off the bench. So it was 13 of their 31 came from the bench, as it's Dowd and Anderson with 8 apiece to lead the way here at the half. We're back with more of the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live. It's 31-9, Spring Hill on top of Atchison.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
The Chamber Connection brought to you by Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, reminding you to support our community and shop local this holiday season. Keep up to date with Chamber events by visiting them online at springhillks.org. 31-9, Spring Hill on top of Atchison. You've been watching the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show. Second half is next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Spring Hill High School along with Caden Carbajo. I'm Bryce Kessler as we head to the second half here tonight. 31-9, Spring Hill on top of Atchison. In the first half, it was filled with turnovers for Atchison. Nearly started in the second half with the same, but that ball deflected out by Popovich. It's Popovich, Cooper, Dawson, Anderson, and Milroy, the five of the floor for Spring Hill. Burkhalter, Herring, Harris, Dill, and Rawls, the five for Atchison. Blocking foul on the baseline against Michaela Popovich. So if there's one thing in the first half that did not go well for Spring Hill, it would be the foul trouble. That's the third on Michaela Popovich. Cooper's got two, Dawson's got two, and Milroy's got two as well. So they'll want to clean that up here in the second half, although they do have the 22-point lead, so it's not like they can't go deeper at that bench tonight, perhaps if they need to. All right, shot way off the mark. We'll give it back to Spring Hill at 31-9. The Broncos with the lead in their first possession here of the second half. They started slow in each of the first and second quarters, but they really exploded over the final 4 minutes of the first quarter, scoring 19 points in that final 4 minutes. Milroy underneath. Feeds Dawson, and she's fouled by Harris. That's now the third on Katie Harris. So free throws coming up for Kaylin Dawson. Had 4 first half points. They all came in the second quarter. It was 2 out of 3 at the free throw line back in the first half and misses there. Aiden Saunders checks in for Atchison. She replaces Rain Burkhalter. Over 2 at the line for Dawson and off the hand of Popovich. Atchison takes over with 7:16 left in the third. A 31-9 Spring Hill lead. It took Atchison over 6.5 minutes to score in the first quarter, and it took them about 2.5 to score in the second quarter. So just like Spring Hill, they have started slow both quarters, but unlike Spring Hill, they have not hit any hot stretch offensively in this ball game. Saunders trying to work around Milroy with some fancy ball handling, and then got a decent look on the baseline. Missed it, though, and it's off of Harris out of bounds and back to Spring Hill. Inbound pass deflected, nearly stolen. Clay Freegon is hollering for a timeout, and they're not going to give it. They're going to say the possession was tied up instead, so Spring Hill gets it back on the possession arrow. Spring Hill has their full complement of timeouts remaining. Atchison used 2 early timeouts of the first quarter. Spring Hill was unable to get anything going in the second quarter to force them to use another, though. Dawson at the point here for Spring Hill. Broncos lead by 22. Their largest lead of the ball game. An illegal screen is called here against Spring Hill's Kate Milroy. So she's picked up her third. Avery Anderson sprung open off that screen, but they'll say it was an illegal screen by Milroy. So back the ball goes to Atchison. Chance here with numbers. Saunders lost it from behind. Milroy poked it free. Anderson tracks it down, and now here comes Spring Hill with a 5-on-4. Dawson attacks with the left hand, and she is again knocked down to the floor. Harris and Herring were both there. They're going to call it on Herring. So that is her third. The second team foul of this second half, and it puts Kaylin Dawson back at the foul line. And they have struggled as a team at the line in this game. Just 5 out of 13 for Spring Hill, and another miss there. Last year they were a 62% free throw shooting team. And right now they are just a hair over 33% in this one. Boldridge and Winnie Harris come back in, along with Jemiah Booker. Second free throw good. Dawson now with 5. Inbound pass thrown up for grabs, and it's stolen away by Cooper. She nearly traveled before getting rid of it to Dawson. Underneath Anderson, banked off the glass and in as Anderson is into double figures here on opening night with 10 points. And it pushes the lead up to 25 for Spring Hill. Booker lost it against that double team. Cooper gets it back from Dawson. Now back to Dawson. It goes right back to Cooper. And she travels. Emily Dowd returns for Milroy. And Brooke Powell also checking in. Powell will replace Anderson with 6:02 left here in the third quarter. A 34-9 lead for Spring Hill. Open up the game on a 16-0 run. Needless to say, they've obviously not trailed as Atchison hasn't matched that initial 16-0 run in total points yet. Well, it looked like Rawls got away with the travel on the takeoff, missed the layup, falling to the floor. Popovich had the basketball, but then Rawls rips it away from her. She loses it as she falls down. Popovich getting up off the floor, gets that miss. Long outlet up to Dawson. Gets past Harris, but then from behind, Winnie Harris with the block shot. Boldridge has it taken away from behind. Dawson's all alone. Won't take the shot, though. Instead, lobs it underneath for Popovich, who missed from close range. Loose ball on the baseline. And now Popovich a little bit slow getting up. Booker needs some help as she is closely guarded out there by Dow, nearing a 5-second call. Got rid of it, though. And Veronica Dill will try to set things up for Atchison. Lady Red trail by 25. Booker way short on that one. May have been partially blocked by Kaylin Dawson. Dawson with a one-handed pass up to Powell. Has Cooper on the opposite block. She is hip checked by Boldridge. And that foul will put Cooper on the line for 2 shots. Cooper 0 for 2 at the line in this ball game. Has 2 points and a 25-point lead right now for Spring Hill. Another miss at the charity stripe, which has been anything but charitable to Spring Hill in this one. Boldridge and Dawson go out, and Jenna Weber along with Kate Milroy come back in for Spring Hill. Herring and Burkhalter back onto the floor for Atchison. Second free throw is good from Cooper. She'll check out, and Julia Hess replaces her, with Spring Hill up 35-9 and 4:47 to play in the third quarter. Harris to Harris, and then it's intercepted by Milroy. Bounce pass feeds Dowd, who knocks it down, and now she's into double figures. Dowd and Anderson each with 10. Herring double to the backcourt. Trying to get to her outlet. Harris, it's stolen by Dowd. Powell at the foul line. Jump stop and blocked, but a foul. Good move there by Brooke Powell, and used that jump stop effectively. Gathered herself, went up strong because of it. Instead of just trying to go on the run there. Good job at use of the jump stop to give herself that base to power up and draw the foul on Winnie Harris. Powell's first foul shot misses. 2 points off of the bench for the sophomore Powell tonight. Now give her 3 and give Spring Hill a 38-9 lead. Atchison hasn't scored since the 4:49 mark of the second quarter, so they've got a full quarter worth of game time without scoring to this point. Hess traveled. After the catch, got both feet airborne before she put the ball down. Rawls returns, replacing Harris with 4:11 to go in the third. As the scoreless drought right now is at 8:38 after the steal. Milroy unable to finish. Powell fouled by Rawls. So she'll have another chance at the free throw line where she went 1 of 2 a moment ago. Second foul on Rawls, and that is now 5 team fouls in this third quarter against Atchison. Powell missed the first shot. Gets the second. 39-9 as we hit the midway point of the third quarter. Atchison hasn't scored since north of the midway point of the second quarter. Pinballed around in the paint, stolen away. Milroy a chance to run from the left side. Left-handed layup is good from Kate Milroy. 41-9 Spring Hill. 3:40 left in the third. Ball deflects off Bouldridge. Tracking it down, though, then fumbling it again near the sideline. Out of bounds off of Milroy. Over 9-minute scoring drought, nearly 10-minute scoring drought now for Atchison. And the lead has gone from 18 to 32, or to 32 in that time of the drought. Milroy, the first to get it. Powell thought about the 3. Dowd will take the long 2 instead and leave it short. Saved back into play by Hess, and then fumbled out of bounds by Weber. Kaylin Dawson returning for Spring Hill. Dawson checks in for Milroy with 3:08 to play in the third. And a timeout asked for from Blaine Clardy, so we'll take the quick break with him. It's 41-9 Spring Hill with 3:08 to play here in the third quarter on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
3:08 to play third quarter. All Spring Hill tonight, 41-9. They lead Atchison. Season opener for the Spring Hill Broncos. Second game of the year for the Atchison Lady Red, who dropped their opener last Friday, 48-13 against Holton. And they are on the wrong end of another blowout here in their second outing of the season. Spring Hill won 13 games a year ago, and they're well on their way to win number 1 this season. Dawson fouled after the steal, and that's Amari Rawls' third foul. 6th team foul, 2 shots coming up for Dawson. You know, if Spring Hill were making their free throws tonight, they would have this to about a 50-point game by now with just 9 of 21 at the foul line in this game. Here's the first from Dawson. That is in and out. Second foul shot is good from Dawson, and it's 42-9. Got to go back to the 4:49 mark of the second quarter. Last time Atchison put any points up on the board. That was a 3 by Zamaria Herring. An illegal screen on Boldridge knocks Dawson to the floor. So Boldridge commits her second. That is a team control foul. So even though Spring Hill is in the bonus, they won't get shots from it. Dill replaces Boldridge. 17 fouls against Atchison now. Popovich finds a cutting Weber. Missing on the shot, and then a foul whistled on the rebound. I think they're going to get Popovich on that one, and they will. So that is now 4 on Michaela Popovich. She'll check out of the game, and replacing her is Avery Anderson with 2:21 left in the third period. All Spring Hill, though, 42-9. The foul trouble they've had in this game, the free throw shooting trouble they've had in this game, it's not going to cost them anything tonight. It's certainly something that Clay Freeguy will have as coaching points as they prepare for their next ball game coming up Friday night here at home against Lansing. Herring lobbing underneath to Harris, and Katie Harris had Anderson pinned, and they end that long scoring drought going all the way back to the 4:49 mark of the second quarter. With a 1:55 left here in the third, they get the bucket. Emily Dowd quick to answer for Spring Hill. She's got a team-high 12 points off of the bench in this one. (44-11) all Broncos with under 2 to play here in the third quarter. Burkhalter off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Anderson, and Spring Hill brings it back the other way. Open look on the baseline for Hess is short. Dawson with an offensive rebound. Wraps the pass back around to Anderson. She misses, gets a second chance, and connects on that second opportunity. That's a dozen now for Anderson. A minute to go in the third. Lead up to 35 for Spring Hill. The Broncos remain in that tight man-to-man defense. Harris again from the left block. This time a late foul called on Anderson. She had Anderson on her high side last time. They took advantage. This time having to try to back down on Anderson. Draws the foul on Avery, just her first. And it puts Katie Harris at the line for 2 shots. They have only attempted 8 free throws for Atchison compared to the 23 attempted by Spring Hill. Atchison not having any better luck, though. They're only 2 out of 8. Cooper back into the game along with Milroy for Spring Hill. That missed. Winnie Harris returns for Katie Harris for Atchison. (46-11) all Spring Hill with 44 seconds to go in the third. Cooper up top. Hess swings left, Milroy. Weber catches high. Now Cooper from the right wing, under 30 seconds to play in the third. Dawson may have double dribbled that one, but comes back up to Cooper, and her three-pointer is short off front iron. Herring the rebound. 15 seconds left for Atchison. Burkhalter with 10. Now Herring, 6 to shoot. Off balance, off the front iron. Harris, the offensive rebound, put back no good. And that will end the third quarter. Spring Hill leading Atchison 46-11 through 3. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
We head to the fourth quarter tonight and the season opener for the Spring Hill basketball season, and it's been all Lady Broncos tonight. They lead 46-11 on top of Atchison as we start this fourth quarter. Atchison has the basketball to start the period. They scored just 2 points in that third quarter, getting outscored 15-2 to take what was already big lead at halftime of 22 points and balloon up to 35 now. And another Atchison turnover as Powell comes up with the steal, but then she gives it back. Herring throws it over the head of Rawls, and it will go right back again to Spring Hill. And you'll notice that ball goes out of bounds, and you see the clock still running as we are in a running clock situation here in this fourth quarter. So when they say the quarter's 8 minutes, that's what we're going to have, an 8-minute quarter, barring any timeouts from either of these coaches. But outside of that, we're going to play right on through. So this one won't take long as Dawson wraps it around to Milroy, who banks it in. 48-11. Last year, Spring Hill averaged 50 points per contest. They're going to hit that mark, you would assume, anyway, with 6:50 to go and then some. And that's with going through a couple of pretty significant scoring droughts in this ball game. Not necessarily complete droughts, but they only scored 4 points as Atchison turns it over again. They only scored 4 points in the first 3.5 minutes of this game. The second quarter total, they only scored 8. And remember when I said not going to have the clock stop at all? Well, here's one of those times as looks like Julia Hess perhaps shaken up, and they call an injury timeout to get her off the floor. Emily Dowd comes in replacing her. Cooper can't fit that through to Milroy. And that outlet up to Herring. She's able to run it down and has it blocked from behind by Dawson. It somehow stayed in bounds as it went off the underside of the backboard. Herring reestablished and then got the basketball back for Atchison. The physics of that one just don't quite make sense, but that's what happened. Herring out to Burkhalter from the corner. Too strong. Rawls an offensive rebound to the backside. She goes back up with it, but she goes too strong with that putback try. Burkhalter again. Can't find the touch. Harris finally capitalizes for Atchison. Her first bucket of the game. She's been very active defensively with 7 blocks in this game, but there's her first 2. And it's answered right away by Milroy, who's got 9 off the bench. 50-13. Herring in the corner. Spins baseline, help coming over. forcing the shot and miss, but there was nobody then on the backside to box out Winnie Harris. Her defender came over to make that help play. 50-15 now. Dowd can't answer that one. I guess it didn't go over the backboard. Maybe it came off the side. It looked like that bounced up over the backboard, which would have been out of bounds, but apparently it did not. My eyes deceived me. Eventually does end up out of bounds, though. Popovich and Anderson back on for Spring Hill. Booker and Harris return for Atchison with 4.5 minutes and counting to play in the ball game. 50-15 Spring Hill. The fouling has certainly been curbed in this second half for Spring Hill. They were in some foul trouble to start this second half, but they have not necessarily pulled back on the intensity, and they're still playing pressure man, but just not quite as aggressive, not needing to necessarily up 50-15, and that's helped them not foul as much as 4 second half fouls whistled against Spring Hill. There's a turnover through the hands of Dowd. Both teams have turned it over plenty in this one. A little easier to swallow for Spring Hill with the big lead as Atchison gives one back. Hess and Weber back on for Spring Hill. 3.5 to play in this fourth quarter. Stay with us after this one. We'll wrap it all up for you on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show, and then we'll get you set for the boys' game tonight, which will follow right here on the same broadcast. The Atchison boys won their opener on Friday of this past week, defeating Holton 64-45. So they come in 1-0, and the Spring Hill boys making their season debut tonight. Harris with another block shot. A tie-up after that, and it'll stay with Spring Hill. Under 3 minutes to play in this running clock fourth quarter. Bounced into Popovich. Can't score past Harris. Another long outlet. Hits Herring in stride, and the layup spins off. Foul then on the putback try from Katie Harris, so she'll go to the line for 2 shots. That's called on Avery Anderson, her second, team's 5th. You want to know a way to milk a clock in a running clock fourth quarter? You put somebody on the foul line. Well, she went there with what the foul was called with about 2:40 left here in the fourth quarter, and by the time this is finished, we're going to be almost under 2. Second free throw good, and right above 2. 2:03 left here in the fourth. 50-16 Spring Hill. Hess unable to finish that one, gets it back. They'll set up Milroy for a long 2-pointer off right iron. Weber tracks down the offensive rebound. Anderson gets a chance for a wide open 3, and she knocks it home. 15 from Avery Anderson, leading scorer in the ballgame, and with 1:40 to play in the ballgame. It's 53-16 Spring Hill. Herring to Booker, now Harris at the top of the key. Over to Winnie Harris, back to Katie Harris. And can't hit it. She was a little bit too far underneath the basket. Spring Hill on the move. Weber sets up Popovich. Had it blocked. Weber got it back. That's blocked as well, as it's a double-digit block night from Winnie Harris. Powell along with Dowd back in for Popovich and Anderson. Under a minute to play in the ballgame. Powell turns it over. And Milroy called for a foul in the backcourt, her 6th, or not her 6th, the team's 6th. Milroy's 4th. Buldridge and Erica Smith back for Atchison, under a half minute to play. This is Booker down the right lane line, over Powell, too strong. Rebounded by Weber, 12 seconds to play. Hess takes the shot, missed it, out of bounds, and that's going to do it. So it was all Spring Hill tonight. They opened the game on a 16-0 run. They never look back, and they roll to a season-opening 53-16 win over the Atchison Lady Red. We're back to wrap things up for you on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome inside the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show for our girls' game tonight, where it was all Spring Hill 53-16. The Broncos start the season 1-0 as they roll past the Atchison Lady Red in the opener. The post-game show brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies to get you back on the road in no time. Learn more by visiting them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. It was all Spring Hill from the outset. They scored 16 straight to open up this ball game before Atchison got on the board with a minute 23 left in the first quarter. The Broncos would go out to a 23-4 lead by the end of the first quarter. Second quarter was slow offensively for both sides, an 8-5 advantage in the second quarter for Spring Hill to give them a 31-9 halftime lead, but then they came alive again in the third quarter, outscoring Atchison 15-2 in the third, and that made the lead 35 after 3 at 46-11. They'd get the lead as large as 37 early in the fourth quarter, and that's where it would end as well after they outscored Atchison just 7-5 in the fourth quarter to win this one by 37 tonight, 53-16. The 37-point victory for Spring Hill. That's larger than any victory they had all of last season when they went 13-8. Their largest win last year, a 35-point win, and they open up the season here in 2019 with a 37-point winner at 53-16. Taking a look at the scoring leaders tonight, Spring Hill had two in double figures, led by senior Avery Anderson. 15 points tonight from Anderson, and Emily Dowd off of the bench with a dozen points. Kate Milroy also with a nice game, 9 points off the bench for Spring Hill. Kayla Dawson with 6. Brooke Powell and Michaela Popovich each had 4, and Paige Cooper chipped in 3 points. For Atchison, nobody in double figures in their 16-point total. It was led by Zamaria Herring, who had 5 points, but none in the second half. Winnie Harris with 4. 3 points from Katie Harris, and Micaiah Boldridge and Aiden Saunders each had 1 bucket, 2 points apiece. We're back to wrap this one up. Some final thoughts on this before we get you set for the boys' game. That's next here on Spring Hill Sports Live at the Shoemaker Collision post-game show.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Big win on opening night for the Spring Hill girls as they take care of Atchison with ease tonight, 53-16. The final as the Broncos start the season 1-0, and they drop Atchison to 0-2 to start 2019. Coming up next for Spring Hill, a home game on Friday night. They'll take on Lansing here at Spring Hill High School, a 6 o'clock tip. For that ball game, you can watch it live right here on Spring Hill Sports Live as Clay Freegon and his Spring Hill Broncos start 1-0 here in 2019. Again, your final 53-16 Spring Hill over Atchison. You've been watching the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. Coming up on the other side of the break, we'll start it all back up for the boys' game. It's Spring Hill and Atchison, the season opener for the Spring Hill boys. Coming up next here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
4453. Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome to the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. Let's take a look at our matchup. Tonight's matchup brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, judgment-free environment open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. The Spring Hill Broncos in their season opener tonight. They went 12-9 a season ago, and they have a lot to try and replace this year. Sixth-year head coach Wes Book lost 81% of his offense, 89 if you count the fact that they're going to be without Connor Zorn still for the first bit of this season. 75% of their rebounding is gone. A lot to replace, but this team going to be a lot more outside-oriented this year as opposed to the inside post game they've had in years past, and that means defense, less zone, more man-to-man, hopefully some more transition opportunities and playing fast for Coach Wes Book's Spring Hill Broncos. It's his team's opener for Atchison. This is their second game of the season. They opened the year last Friday night with a 64-45 victory over Holton. A 19-5 second quarter helped them run away with that 19-point season opening victory. They won just 5 games a year ago and lost their top scorer, Christian Bowen Webb, who was a 20-point per game scorer. The only senior they lost to graduation, so a lot of returning pieces for that 5-win team. And so far, confidence high for the Redmen this year as they are 1-0. That's your matchup. We'll come back and get some keys to the game and look at the starting lineups and more as we get set for the boys' game tonight. Tip-off coming up in about 8 minutes here. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside the Comfort Designs pregame show as we get to set for the boys' game tonight. Spring Hill hosting Atchison in the season opener for the Broncos. Time for your keys to the game, brought to you by Crown Realty. Let Crown Realty help you get the keys to your dream home. Check out all their listings at crownrealty.com. If you're in the market to sell your home, remember the key is a great agent, and that's what you'll find at Crown Realty in Spring Hill. Call 913-592-2222. We'll start offensive keys from Coach Wes Book in his 6th season with the Spring Hill program, and he says this year the keys got to knock down some outside shots. A lot less offense going to come out of the post as they've had in the past years. So They're going to have to knock down some outside shots. Their best shooter out there, Alex Johnson, a 6'6 senior. You see that 6'6 size, you think, oh, he must be a post guy, but no, he's going to play on the perimeter. He's a guard guy, and they're going to need him to knock down some shots. He was 30% from three-point land a year ago before tearing his ACL. They get him back. He's ready to rock and roll, and they're going to need a lot from Alex Johnson. Later on in this year, Connor Zorn's another guy who can really knock down the three, but they're without him right now. He tore his ACL in the summer. They're hoping to have him back by late January or February, but they're going to be without him for the first month plus of this season. So who else will step up and help that perimeter shooting? We're going to find out tonight. Defensively, got to create some turnovers and use their defense to create offense. Lots of man-to-man this year, a lot less zone this season. May see some full-court pressure from this Spring Hill defense, and because they're less post-oriented and because they are going to be reliant more on the outside shot, in order to get some of those close-range looks, they might have to come from the defense setting them up with some transition opportunities, some steals, some live ball turnovers. So that's the defensive key here tonight and throughout the season, for that matter, for the Spring Hill Broncos. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Crown Realty, getting set for opening night here in Spring Hill. The 12-9 last year Spring Hill Broncos looking to improve on that record and make their way through that postseason. And they're going to start this trek out against the 1-0 Atchison Redmen, who won their opener 64-45 last Friday night, but they have lost each of the last 3 years to the Spring Hill Broncos. But if the last 3 years have anything to say about it, we're in for a good one tonight. 2 of those 3 have been decided by a single point, including last year's 56-55 Spring Hill victory, and 3 years ago, it was a 53-52 Spring Hill victory. So even though the Broncos are 3-0 in the last 3 seasons, just 2 victories by 2 points combined. So it could be another good one here tonight. Spring Hill and Atchison, that's coming up right after this. You've been watching the Comfort Designs pregame show. Your starting lineups at the opening tip is next here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-44.
Local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome inside Spring Hill High School here live tonight for the season opener for the Spring Hill Broncos as they host the Atchison Redmen. The Redmen won their season opener last Friday night, 64-45 over Holton. So they're looking to get to 2-0 to start this season, and the Broncos hoping that their season opener and home opener is a positive one tonight. As we take a look at our starting lineups, they're brought to you by Perfect Detail Salon at 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. The Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Detail Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. Spring Hill starting lineup, junior 6'1 guard Cooper Jones, averaged 2 points per game last season. Ryan Weber, a 6'1 junior who averaged 1.1 rebound per game last season. 6'6 senior Alex Johnson, he is their top scorer, or projected top scorer anyway. Last year averaged 5 points per game along with 2 assists, 2.5 rebounds per game before the ACL injury. Was a 30% outside shooter, and they're expecting big things from Alex Johnson this year. Daniel Mitchell, a 6-foot sophomore wing, and Aaron Dominic, who is really their lone post player. He'll be the one guy in with the 4 guards around him. A 6'6 senior forward, Aaron Dominic, who played just 10 minutes total last season, but he's going to have a much bigger role this season. That's the starting 5 for our head coach, Wes Book, who's in his 6th season of 56-52 overall record as the head coach of the Spring Hill Broncos. He's assisted by Anthony Sublette and Danny Hodge. On the other side of the visiting Anthony Redmen, here's Matt Hall, 9th-year head coach, his starting lineup. Garyon Simpson, a 5'10 senior guard, had 8 points in their opener. Omarion Daniels, a 5'9 junior, also with 8 points in that season opener. Christian Arnold, a 6'2 senior. Cameron Johnson, a 6'4 senior, who had 11 points, one of 3 guys, or rather, 3 guys in double figures in their season opener. And Xavier Hernandez, a 6' junior, who scored 9 in that win over Holton. And the guy you didn't hear as part of that starting lineup is the guy who led them in scoring in their season opener, freshman Jesse Greenlee. We'll see him off of the bench in this game. He had 17 in his high school debut on Friday night, so we'll see how long it takes before he checks into this ball game. But certainly a guy, when he does come in, that Spring Hill will have to be aware of. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Perfect Detail Salon. And it's now time for opening tip, brought to you by Spring Hill Recreation Commission. There's always something happening at the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, and coming up, that means the Daddy-Daughter Dance, scheduled for Saturday, February 15th. Get your tickets for the event at the Meadowlark Event Center at $30 per couple and $10 for each additional daughter. Register online at springhillrec.org or call 913-592-2214. Underway in the opening tip, won by the Broncos. So Spring Hill with the first crack at it. Here's Johnson. He's projected to be the top scorer on this Spring Hill team. Gets a second chance at it, but goes 0 for 2. And it's cleared away by Garyon Simpson. Daniels for the top of the key. Kicks it back out. Arnold, contested three-pointer, in and out. And Dominic secures the rebound for Spring Hill. Johnson blows by the first defender and then is fouled by Arnold. He went right around Daniels. And Christian Arnold, coming over to help out, commits the foul. That's his first, team's first. And it puts Alex Johnson on the free throw line. 2 shots for Johnson, the 6'6 senior. Prior to tearing an ACL last season, averaged 5 points per game. This year, his role expanding immensely, as is everybody's role after the big-time loss in numbers and production from last year's senior heavy squad. Here's the second free throw by Johnson. That one will drop for Alex. So he puts Spring Hill on the board first. 40 seconds into our opening quarter, 1-0 Spring Hill. Simpson runs the point with a high double screen. Nothing comes of it. Alex Johnson there, 6'6". Alex Johnson guarding the 5'10" Garyon Simpson. Daniels works right off a screen. A runner in the paint, left iron. Tracked it down, got his own miss. Daniels will reset it. Now Simpson calls for the screen. That's going to be an illegal screen on Xavier Hernandez. Kind of stuck the leg out there, trying to peel that defender off of Simpson, and instead Hernandez picks up his first personal and the second team foul against Atchison. Cooper Jones, he'll run the point with Connor Zorn out, and they're hoping to get their starting point guard from last year, Zorn, back here in a month or so. Simpson picks his pocket, but then missed the layup. Dominic on the rebound. Swing it around, Jones, left corner. Foul line, Jay by Mitchell, won't go. Off the hands of, they're going to say Johnson last. And now, in fact, that was both Johnson there. Cameron Johnson, 33 for Atchison. Alex Johnson, 22 for Spring Hill. They were contesting for that rebound, and it goes off of Spring Hill's Alex Johnson. So possession back to Atchison. Just a 1-0 lead, Spring Hill early on. Daniels, good look at a three, knocks it down for the left wing. They got Jones caught up on a screen, and Amarion Daniels puts Atchison in front 3-1. 6:03 remains in this opening period. Alex Johnson working against Cameron Johnson. Fires up a three and answers. 4-3 Spring Hill. Coach Book said they're going to have to make outside shots this year. And Alex Johnson hits the first tray for him as they force the turnover. Johnson this time defers into the corner to Mitchell, and he travels. $5:29 to play, first quarter, a 4-3 Spring Hill advantage. Two early lead changes in this one. Two teams that have played to a 1-point game twice in the last 3 years. Last year was 56-55 Spring Hill. In 2016, it was a 53-52 Spring Hill win. Simpson can't hit the runner. Weber then, after the rebound, is fouled at midcourt by Simpson. Third foul against Atchison, and the first on Garyon Simpson. And it stops the transition chance for Spring Hill. Will force the Broncos to work the offense at the half court now. Johnson for the far corner. Little head nod, and they're going to call Alex Johnson for a travel. That's 3 turnovers in the opening 3 minutes for Spring Hill. And Westbrook telling his guys, just slow down, calm down, get in the groove here. Season opener for Spring Hill, second outing for Atchison. They won Friday night this past week in impressive fashion, a 19-point home victory over Holton. On the road now for the first time of the Redmen here in 2019 as they trail by 1. A steal near midcourt, one-on-one for Jones. He's fouled by Daniels. And Omarion Daniels with his first foul will put Cooper Jones onto the free throw line. Well, Jones last year was just under 2 points per game for Spring Hill. They have nobody back on this team that averaged more than 5 points per game a year ago. Atchison, meanwhile, they're the complete opposite. They only lost one player off their squad from last year, albeit a 20-point per game score in Christian Bowen-Webb, but they got a lot of experience back. And they trail by only 1, despite the early struggles here after another missed free throw by Jones. It goes 0 for 2. Daniels responsible for their only points with that 3 earlier. Simpson double teamed in the corner. Gets the outlet up to Hernandez. One-on-one with Johnson. Crossed him over left. Dumps it underneath to Cameron Johnson after Dominic left him for the help defense. And that deuce by Cameron Johnson puts Atchison back in front by a point. Weber gets free after the gamble by Daniels and makes him pay as he kissed it in off the glass. 6-5, Spring Hill by 1. 4 lead changes already in the opening 4+ minutes. Arnold gets the screen from Johnson. Hesitates his way down the middle of the paint and has it deflected out by Alex Johnson. It'll stay with Atchison. 3:41 left in the period. Homestanding Broncos by 1 at 6-5. Sampson wants a screen, asks for it from Daniel or Johnson. It's that high flat screen, can't make anything out of it. Now gives it out to Daniels and over to Arnold. Mitchell, good job defensively on Arnold. Dangerous pass, Simpson comes up with it. He lost his footing but kept the dribble alive. Now gets around Weber, lost it again. Loose ball in the paint. Diving on the floor, Simpson tries to bat it back out of there. And then diving out there is Dominic. It comes free from him, right to Simpson, defers to Daniels, who lays it in. A helter-skelter into that possession, but it results in our 5th lead change already as Daniels has 5 of the 7 for Atchison. And the Redmen lead 7-6 with under 3 to go in the quarter. Jones tight to the sideline. Deep three by Alex Johnson. You bet. Alex Johnson now with 7. And it's 9-7 Spring Hill. Second three-pointer from Johnson. That one from about 3 feet deeper than the first. Broncos by 2. Simpson with a screen to his right from Cameron Johnson. They get the switch onto Weber now. Hernandez out for the screen. Turns it down. Kicks it back to Xavier Hernandez. And he travels as he tried to make a jump stop, but he kind of had the little 1-2 landing after the 1-2 takeoff. Cody Powell has checked in. 6'1 junior wing for Spring Hill, replacing Aaron Dominic. So already a small team this year. They go smaller now with 6'1 Powell in for 6'6 Dominic. 2:08 left in the quarter. Spring Hill by a deuce, and Johnson trying to add to it. Will still have a chance to do that, but he'll have to do it at the free throw line now as Cameron Johnson picks up his first. So Atchison has fouled 5 times in this first quarter, but all 5 by a different player in each of their 5 starters. So actually they called that on Arnold. Okay, I thought it looked like it was going to be on Cameron Johnson, but they called it instead on Christian Arnold. So each of the starters do not have 1 foul. That's instead now 2 on Arnold. Both free throws are good for Alex Johnson. Good start from Alex. 9 first quarter points for the 6'6 senior. Daniels trying on the blow by. Help defender came over, but a little bit late, and I think they're going to call the foul on the actual on-ball defender. And they will. Cooper Jones with a hand check after Daniels got around him. His first, team's first. Into the game comes Josh McGee, a 5'11 senior for Atchison. He'll replace Arnold, who had that second foul a moment ago. Still have not seen Jesse Greenlee, the 5'11 freshman, who had a team-high 17 in their opening win over Holton. Simpson can't connect. Weber with the rebound. Johnson thought about another 3. This time gives it up, though. Broncos lead by 4. Johnson will try the 3 from the left wing. Online, but too strong. Offensive board, Mitchell. Chance to reset. Johnson on the drive. Went up to try to finish with 2 hands, but lost it. Hernandez with the rebound and the outlet for Atchison. Hernandez flashes down the left lane line, and a blocking foul is called on Johnson. Had it clean up top, but with the body, they're going to call the foul on Alex Johnson. His first, team second. And it will give Xavier Hernandez a chance at the free throw line for 2 shots for Atchison. Rattles out the first shot. And does get the second. The timeout called for Atchison. Matt Hall takes the timeout, just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with you as Spring Hill leads Atchison by an 11-8 score here late in this first quarter, 1:15 to play in the period. A back and forth start to this game. Already 6 lead changes in this opening quarter. Spring Hill's 4-point lead a moment ago, which is now to 3. The 4 was the largest for either team in this first half. We'll see if one or the other who can make that first separation, the first run to gain some separation. Neither has been able to do it in really either of the any of the last 3 meetings, the last 3 years. All have been close. 2 of them decided by a single point. Just over a minute left in the first quarter. 3-point Spring Hill lead with the basketball. Johnson going baseline, reverse layup. They'll wave it off. The foul is called on the floor against Garyon Simpson. That is the second on Simpson. So 2 starters, Simpson and Arnold, with a pair of fouls. Johnson's got 9 of the 11 here in this first quarter for Spring Hill. And that's who has it right now between the rings. On the attack, this is Cooper Jones, and had to run into some traffic, able to muscle it up and in. 13-8 Spring Hill with under a minute to play in the quarter. Hernandez backing in on Powell, spinning to his right and hits the fadeaway. 13-10. Half minute to go in the quarter. Mitchell quick to answer on the other side for Spring Hill. 15-10 Broncos. .15 seconds left of the quarter. Hernandez this time blocked by Johnson. 13 seconds left in the quarter. Aaron Dominic will check back in for Cody Powell. So 13 to shoot for Atchison. McGee to trigger the inbound. Lobs it up top, Cameron Johnson. He takes a peek up at the clock, gets it to Simpson, who does the same with 7 to play. Clock at 5. Simpson will go to work and instead fire up a deep 3 off left iron. Alex Johnson the rebound. He'll fire from half court. Good if it goes, but it is long, and that will end the first quarter. Good start to this one for Spring Hill. They lead 15-10 through 1. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Spring Hill High School tonight as we start the second quarter. A 15-10 Spring Hill lead on top of Atchison. Atchison with the basketball as we start this second period. Omarion Daniels has it on the right wing. He's got 5 of the 10. Arion Simpson now at the top of the key. They leave him alone, but missed the 3. Hernandez gathers that rebound, and then he hits another fadeaway. Second time he's got that little fadeaway. He's now got 5. And with 7:26 left, second quarter, they've cut the lead down to 3 at 15-12. Johnson going to work again for Spring Hill. Didn't even look at the cup that time. He had his back to the basket, flipped it up over his head and in. He's at a double figures with 11. And it's a 17-12 Spring Hill lead as they force the turnover. And off of the bench comes Jesse Greenlee. So first time we've seen the freshman tonight. Had a team-high 17 points in their opening night victory over Holton. And he checks in for the first time here with 7:08 left in the second quarter. Dominic posting down low on Hernandez. They double. He kicks out to an open shooter, Weber, but missed the 3. A foul called against Spring Hill's Alex Johnson, it looks like. No, they're going to call it on Dominic for pushing. So it's his first, team's third. 6:55 left. First half, Alex Johnson will check out for the first time. Cody Powell comes in. So with Johnson on the bench, he's got 11 of their 17. We'll see where they go for offense here as the Broncos look to keep their 17-12 lead and hopefully expand it. Omarion Daniels gets the screen from Greenlee, sends it out to Simpson. Daniels off the pick by Hernandez, gets it back to him. Around Powell, nice feed to Greenlee, fouled from behind by Mitchell, and Greenlee gets the bucket to go. Well, the freshman makes his quick impact in the ball game. Didn't play at all in the first quarter, but in his second offensive possession in there, he gets the bucket and the foul. First foul against Daniel Mitchell. Greenlee's free throw is good. It's a 2-point game with 6:34 to go in the first half. McGee is out. Christian Arnold comes back in. He's playing with 2 fouls. Garyon Simpson also out there with 2 fouls. Cooper Jones up top, Mitchell. Now Powell, good look from the right wing. Too strong with it. And Garyon Simpson has the rebound for Atchison. Has Daniels on the right wing, gets it to him. Hernandez out for the screen. Spins around Powell. Tries to thread it underneath to Greenlee, but it's deflected out by Spring Hill. And Alex Johnson doesn't sit long. He's back in. Mitchell checks out. Atchison down 2. Had 6 early lead changes in this game. Spring Hill took the lead at 9-7 on an Alex Johnson 3. They have not given it back since, but Atchison a chance to tie or take the lead here on this trip. Simpson with a drive and kick. Arnold didn't like the first shot, drives instead, but can't hit the up and under layup. Alex Johnson with a rebound and then leads his target Jones too much and throws it out of bounds. Each team has turned it over 4 times. Spring Hill leads by 2. Simpson bringing it up for Atchison, who again has a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Daniels going for the lead on a deep 3. Powell with a rebound on the backside. Lob underneath to Dominic. Caught it too deep, though, and stepped on the baseline. 5th turnover by Spring Hill with 5:07 to go in the second quarter. Largest lead for Spring Hill has been 5. Atchison's largest lead has been 2 points. Way back after their first bucket of the game to put them up 3-1. Greenlee turns it over. 2-on-2. Weber into Daniels. Blocking foul is called on Amarian Daniels. 2 shots coming for Ryan Weber. Couple of shots here for Ryan Weber. 3 out of 6 in the ball game at the line for Spring Hill. That one's good. And he gets them both. Leads at 4. Atchison with the ball. And a deflection and a steal from Johnson. Alex will set the offense up. Didn't force anything after that turnover. And now Weber lobbing to Dominic. Rejected by Simpson. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Spring Hill. Garyon Simpson at 5'10", up to reject the 6'6" senior forward and Aaron Dominic. Alex Johnson for the right wing. Misses wide left. Offensive board. Dominic can't get the rattle to fall. And Hernandez clears it for Atchison. Long lead off the fingertips of Arnold and out of bounds. So they have turned it over now on 3 straight possessions. Atchison has it with 4:11 left in the half. It's a 19-15 Spring Hill lead, and Dominic Herrig-Britton checks in for the first time for Atchison, replacing Omarion Daniels. Neither team has gone very deep into the bench early on in this ball game as we hit the midway point of this second quarter. Jones nearly lost the handle. Spring Hill keeps it, though. Now here's Johnson at the top of the key. Working against Arnold, who's got 2 fouls. Herrick Britton got beat off the bounce by Jones, who was fouled. And Cooper Jones will go to the free throw line. That foul charged to Herrick Britton. Two shots at the line for Cooper Jones. He's 0 for 2 in the game. And now make him 0 for 3. Missed them both again. Hernandez the rebound. 4-point lead for Spring Hill. Season opener for the Broncos. Atchison trying to get to a 2-0 start after a win by 19 last Friday night over Holton. Spring Hill now in a zone defensively and taking Atchison a little bit to try to solve it. Everything above the perimeter. And Matt Hall will take a timeout as his guys were struggling to solve that zone. We'll take a break with them. 19-15, Spring Hill by 4 with 3:17 left in the first half on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
19-15 lead for Spring Hill on top of Atchison with 3:17 left to play second quarter from Spring Hill High School tonight in the season opener for the Spring Hill Broncos. Good look there at sixth-year head coach Wes Book, former assistant at Emporia State where he played his college ball as well, MIAA Freshman of the Year at Emporia State, now in his 6th season as the head coach of the Spring Hill Broncos, a 56-52 overall record. Has a bunch of new faces on the floor this year. They lost a lot of seniors from a year ago, a 12-win team last year. And here on opening night, they hold a 4-point advantage with just over 3 minutes left in this first half over Atchison, who turns it over for the 4th time in the quarter, 8th time of the game. Alex Johnson, he's got 11 to lead the way for the Spring Hill offense. He's got it left wing, guarded by Arnold, who's playing with 2 fouls. This is Evan Latilli, or rather Luke Metcalf, a freshman who's out there for the first time. That's who's got it right now. It's Metcalf on the drive and a kick. Mitchell steps in, draws the double team, back to Metcalf, and how about that for the freshman's debut? The tray by Metcalf puts Spring Hill up 7, their largest lead of the first half. Herrick Britton on the drive and pull up. Offensive rebound. Greenlee can't put it back. Got another chance, and this time he makes good on the putback plus a foul. So Jesse Greenlee doing some work down low. He's got 5, didn't play the first quarter, and he's the leading scorer on the team, or tied for the team's leading scorer now. That foul charge to Aaron Dominic, his second. And Spring Hill's 15th foul. Foul shot good from Greenlee. And now he is the team's leading scorer with 6. Amarion Daniels checks back in for Atchison, and in for Spring Hill comes Cody Powell. He replaced Dominic, who just picked up that second foul. It's a 4-point, the 5-point lead, 4-point lead, for Spring Hill. Herrick Britton comes away with it, and Atchison trying to trim down the lead. Daniels from the left wing. Let's get back to Arnold. Fires up a 3 and hits. So that 7-point lead is nearly all gone. It's back down to just 1 now for Spring Hill with 1:35 left in the half. Alex Johnson has been quiet in the second quarter, just 2 points for the Broncos' leading scorer. He's on the left wing trying to get the basketball and now has it. And fires up a deep 3. Can't get the roll. Ball goes out of the baseline. Last touch by Atchison. Cooper Jones returns for Spring Hill. And Jones will check in for Cody Powell. 1:17 left in the half. A 1-point Spring Hill lead. 6 lead changes, no ties, but went back and forth early on. Spring Hill hasn't trailed, though, since it was 7-6 early in the first quarter. Their 7-point lead down to 1 as Mitchell is fouled and will head to the line. They've shot now 3 times as many free throws as Atchison, but they've made just 2 more. 5 of 10 only at the line. That foul, by the way, on Omarion Daniels is his 3rd. Mitchell does knock down that free throw. Garyon Simpson replaces Daniels. And Mitchell, good job at the line there, knocks them both down. And it is put Spring Hill back up 3. Final minute of the first half. 2-3 zone defensively for Spring Hill after they open up the game in a man-to-man. There's Simpson trying to go to work off the dribble against that zone. Does get inside. Feeds it back to Hernandez, who hits the teardrop. Spring Hill's lead still 1 with 39 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Mitchell to Johnson, left corner. Goes baseline against Arnold and can't hit off the glass. Greenlee and Hernandez nearly lost it, but it's saved by Xavier Hernandez. And now with 20 seconds left in the half, Atchison will have a chance to hold out for the final shot. And if they make good on this final look, they can take a lead into the halftime locker room despite the majority of this first half playing from behind. Hernandez on the flat ball screen. Greenlee, good up fake, got around the man, and then he is fouled as the clock expires. So 2 shots coming up for Jesse Greenlee with zeros on the clock. And the officials talk about it for a moment to make sure that the foul occurred before the clock expired. They're actually, it looks like, going to put a little bit of time back up on the clock. They call the foul on Daniel Mitchell, his 2nd, team 6th, and they put 0.3 seconds back on the clock. So that really won't have any impact on what happens to close out the half, but these free throws will, and Greenlee's first is no good. So now Jesse Greenlee will try to tie this game up at halftime. And he does. So at the half, we're right where we were when we started, except 24 points down the road. 24 all, Spring Hill and Atchison at the break. Coming up next, it's the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Halftime in Spring Hill tonight, all knotted up between the Spring Hill Broncos and the Atchison Redmen. 24-all here at the break. You're inside the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show, brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. To learn more, call 913-221-0755. Just up the street at 159th and Merlin, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. Take a look now at our Eye on the Game, brought to you by Whitesell Optometry and Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with Whitesell Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020. And be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. Well, we haven't had any separation, at least once the half came to an end. Spring Hill did at one point open up a little separation. They went up by 7 midway through that second quarter, but in the end, after one tie and 6 lead changes, we're still where we were when we started, even up 24-24. First quarter, Spring Hill led 15-10 at the end of that period. They would then open up the second quarter, scoring 7 of the first 12 points of the quarter to go up 22-15, but then Atchison answered over the final 2 minutes, outscoring Spring Hill 9-2 in the last 2 minutes of that second quarter. And Jesse Greenlee, was fouled with just 0.3 seconds left in the half. Hit 1 of 2 at the free throw line to tie the game up at 24-all. So that's where we stand here at the break, 24 apiece. We'll take a timeout, come back with more on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show with your first half stats right after this. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Whitesell Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Whitesell Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Whitesell and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Whitesell Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show. Tied at 24 at the break between Spring Hill and Atchison. Atchison looking to get to 2-0 after a win last Friday night over Holton, 64-45 for Spring Hill. It's their season opener tonight, and we're even at 24 apiece. Let's take a look at the first half scoring leaders in this ball game. Atchison led by Xavier Hernandez and Jesse Greenlee. They've each got 7. Greenlee's 7 came off the bench all in the second quarter. He's added 2 rebounds to go along with it. And Hernandez a strong first half, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Cameron Johnson with 2 points. Christian Arnold with 3. Amarion Daniels, 5 points and a rebound. And Garyon Simpson didn't score, but did have a couple of first-half rebounds for Spring Hill. Alex Johnson led the way with 11 first-half points, but only 2 in the second quarter. So they're going to have to get him rolling again as we go to the second half. 11 points, 3 rebounds for Alex Johnson. 2 points for Cooper Jones. 4 points and 2 rebounds for Ryan Weber. 4 points, 1 rebound for Daniel Mitchell. And Luke Metcalf, the freshman who was in there late in the first half, knocked down a 3 on his lone field goal attempt of that first half. Aaron Dominic didn't score, but did pull down 3 rebounds, which is tied for a team high. 24 all at the break. More to come on the halftime show right after this. Brought to you by Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
It's halftime here in Spring Hill tonight, and we're knotted up at 24 apiece between the Spring Hill Broncos and the Atchison Redmen. The Chamber Connection is brought to you by the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, reminding you to support our community and shop local this holiday season. Keep up to date with Chamber events by visiting them online at springhillks.org. One half of the books, 24 all. Atchison and Spring Hill. You've been watching the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show. Second half is next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
24 all as we head to the second half tonight in Spring Hill. Atchison and Spring Hill. Season opener for Spring Hill. Second game out for Atchison. Redmen 1-0 to start this season after a 5-15 year a season ago. Spring Hill finished 12-9 last year, and led by as many as 7 in the first half. Atchison's largest lead was 2. 1 tie, 6 lead changes. And we're right where we were when we started, knotted up. Spring Hill turned it over 5 times in the first half. Atchison gave it away 8. And this is Alex Johnson with the first 2 of the second half for Spring Hill. He was really quiet in the second quarter. After 9 points in the first quarter, Johnson had just 2 in the second quarter. If they can get him going again, that will go a long way to them winning this ball game. Simpson got 2 chances at it, but couldn't convert. And now back comes Spring Hill. Mitchell on the drive and the finish, plus a foul on Hernandez. So Mitchell now with 6. And he'll go to the free throw line to try to make this a three-point play. And a quick start out of the locker room for Spring Hill with buckets on their first two possessions. And they get the extra point on the free throw there by Mitchell. 29-24 Broncos. This is Garyon Sampson out to Christian Arnold. Working with the Johnson screen, lowered his shoulder into Mitchell. They let him play on, and Weber clears the miss. Jones wanted it in the corner, didn't get it, and instead they turn it over on a traveling violation. Five-point lead for Spring Hill as we're just underway in the second half. Spring Hill girls earlier tonight cruising to a season-opening victory as they took care of business early and then never looked back on the way to a 53-16 win over the Atchison Lady Red. And now a foul on Spring Hill's Ryan Weber. His first and the team's first of the second half puts Garyon Simpson at the free throw line. 5'10 senior did not score in the first half and still hasn't as he misses that free throw. He had 10 in their opener. Had 8 in the opener. He had 10 last year against Spring Hill, along with 8 assists and 5 steals. He really filled it up a season ago, but a bit of a struggle offensively tonight as he goes 0 for 2 at the line. Weber with another rebound, and now a three-pointer trying from the left corner, misfired by Jones. Fight for the rebound, won by Weber. Jones gets another chance, missed that as well. Another chance, the third time is the charm for Cooper Jones. 31-24, the 7-point lead for Spring Hill matches their largest lead of the ball game. A 7-0 run to start this second half. Hernandez kicks to Arnold. His three is well short, and Ryan Weber has his 4th rebound of the second half already. Team high 6 for the game. Mitchell has his three-pointer rejected out of bounds by Cameron Johnson. Two minutes, 3 seconds into this third quarter. It's a 7-0 run to start the second half for Spring Hill. Mitchell can't catch the pass. Turnover leads to a chance in transition. Johnson looked like he was kind of losing his footing as he attacked. Simpson on the offensive rebound. Feeds it Cunning. Hernandez who can't finish. And Mitchell tracks it down for Spring Hill. Jones on the dribble drive. Lays it up and in. Cooper Jones with 6, and it's now a 9-point lead for Spring Hill. And a timeout for Atchison. A 9-0 run to start the second half for the Spring Hill Broncos, and they have opened up a 33-24 lead, forcing a timeout out of the Atchison Redmen. 5:22 left in this third period as the Broncos look to get to 1-0 to start this 2019 season. They'll be back home Friday night to host Lansing. Their first road games come next week when they visit Shawnee Mission South on Monday, and then a trip down to Baldwin on Friday of next week. And then that will close out the schedule prior to the Christmas break. We'll be back at it then for the larger chunk of the schedule coming up in January. Trying to get the season off to the right start and looking good to start this second half. Good response with a 9-0 run here to start half number 2. Out of the timeout now, Atchison will try to find some answers. Daniels, after the ball fake, left a 3 short, and Cooper Jones clears it for Spring Hill. Jones wants to go coast to coast with it. Now he runs into a double team. Johnson gives it back to him from the corner, knocks down a 3, and it's 36-24 Spring Hill. Jones with already 7 points here in the third quarter. He scored the last 3 buckets for the Broncos. Nearly had a steal there. 3.5 minutes without scoring to start this second half for the Atchison Redmen. Simpson with the floater. Banked it strong off the glass, and Aaron Dominic has the rebound for Spring Hill. They'll look to add to a 12-0 run to start this second half. Jones kicks this time to Johnson. They reverse the order, but the result is the same. It was Johnson to Jones last possession. This time Jones to Johnson. And Alex Johnson's tray makes it 39-24. A 15-0 run to start the third quarter. Simpson can't end the drought. Hernandez does on the putback. So that ends a 15-0 run by Spring Hill to open up the second half, and a timeout Spring Hill. 3:48 left in the third. The Broncos lead by 13. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
39-26 Spring Hill with 3:48 left in the third quarter. A 15-0 run by the Spring Hill Broncos to open up the second half. And after we were tied at 24-all to start this second half, Atchison now tries to find a way back from a big hole, but all the momentum on the side of the guys in the white jerseys tonight here on their season opener and their home opener. Alex Johnson will inbound. He's got 16 to lead the way. Cooper Jones had a big start to this second half, and he adds to it. No, he missed it, but he got it back. Jones has 7 third-quarter points already. Missed a chance at his 9th in this quarter. That three by Weber won't go, and Jesse Greenlee comes up with a rebound for Atchison. Greenlee with 7 points off of the bench to lead the way in the first half. And the freshman picks up another rebound in his first time right back on the floor here in the second half. Broncos by 13 as Simpson drives and dishes to Greenlee, who capitalizes. Only a freshman, but he has been the most productive guy for Atchison in both their first game when he had 17 to lead the way and tonight, despite limited minutes. It's an 11-point Spring Hill lead. Here's their leading scorer tonight, Johnson. Weber on the cut. Kicks out Jones. Good look from Cooper Jones, and he hits another three. He's up to a dozen points, and it's 42-28 Broncos. Just 2 first-half points for Cooper Jones, but he has lit it up here in this third quarter. 10 points in the period. Deflected out by Jones. Substitution made by Spring Hill. Luke Metcalf, the freshman who had a three in the first quarter, or first half, comes back in for Aaron Dominic. And for Atchison, Devontae Herrig-Britton checks in, along with Dominic Herrig-Britton. And I don't know, Caden, that I can tell you the 100% that they're twins, but I'm going to go with a pretty good guess as they look identical out there on the floor, minus the black socks, or not the socks, but the black calf wrap of Dominic. The only thing that differentiates him from Devontae. A foul there as Christian Arnold trying to get that steal, or not Christian Arnold, rather Alex Johnson, the 22 on the other side. It's his second, and the second team foul against Spring Hill. The Broncos lead it by 14 here with 2 minutes left in the third. Arnold gave it to Devontae Herrig-Britton, and then he runs over Weber and is going to be called for the foul. Actually, they called that on Christian Arnold instead. It's his third. Second team foul. Full court pressure from Atchison after they built themselves a big hole. That pass tried to go cross court, went off the rim from Weber, and then Alex Johnson commits his third foul. Dominic returns, and Johnson will sit for Spring Hill with those 3 fouls. We asked the question in the first half when Johnson went out, who's going to supply the offense when he went to the bench? We have an answer here in this third quarter. It's been Cooper Jones. 10 third quarter points by Jones. He's the one guarding the ball right now. Arnold bounces it high post to Greenlee. Back up tap Simpson. Drive and kick. Herrick Britton on the right wing, left it short. And Metcalf has the rebound for Spring Hill. Into the front court, Mitchell. Double teamed. Jones bails him out of the corner. Bounce underneath Weber. And off the glass and in from Ryan Weber. 16-point lead. Largest of the ball game for Spring Hill. Simpson working on Metcalf. Kicks out Herrick Britton on the right wing. That pass and a foul on Jones as the pass was out in front of Simpson, but Cooper Jones picks up a cheap one, his second, team's fourth. A minute left in the third quarter. Spring Hill with their largest lead of the game right now at 16 points. They opened up this third quarter on a 15-0 run. Arnold gets back to Simpson. Skips it cross court with 45 to play in the third. Simpson again, splits defenders, pulls up from 8, deadens it on the back rim and drops it in. First bucket of the game for Garyon Simpson. Half minute to play in the third quarter. Spring Hill by 14 with the ball. Jones, who's had the hot hand of the quarter, has it. Out to Mitchell. Steps into a 3, left it short. Arnold the rebound. For Atchison with 13 seconds left and an offensive foul on Christian Arnold. A charge drawn by Daniel Mitchell, and Arnold just picked up his 4th. So Alex Johnson, who's got 3, will come back in for Spring Hill, but with only 10 seconds left, Wes Book will send him back in, knowing his team, barring a turnover, is not going to have to play any more defense, so they'll bring their best scorer back onto the floor for this final 10 seconds. Arnold, meanwhile, does come off as Omarion Daniels returns for Atchison. Johnson in the center of the floor, 6 seconds left of the quarter, has Mitchell all alone, but couldn't get it to him. 3 seconds, Jones, top of the key, and why not? Cooper Jones caps off a big third quarter with another 3. 13 points in the third quarter from Cooper Jones, and that tray makes it 47-30 Spring Hill as we go to the fourth. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Big third quarter by Cooper Jones led the way there for Spring Hill as they were tied at 24 starting the third quarter, and they now lead by 17 as we go to the fourth quarter. A huge 8 minutes of basketball right there from the Spring Hill Broncos. They open up the third quarter on a 15-0 run. And in the end, Cooper Jones dropped 13 in the quarter for Spring Hill, including that 3 right at the end of the quarter. So he's got 15. Alex Johnson's got 16. The two of them have outscored Atchison by 1 as we go to the fourth. And when you add in the rest of the team, the Broncos lead at 47-30 after they outscored Atchison 23-6 in the third quarter. So here we go to the fourth, and Atchison's got a lot of work to do now. Herrick Britton out on the right side, up top Simpson. Dribbles into traffic and can't finish over top of Johnson, but an offensive rebound by Devontae Herrick Britton. This is Dominique Herrick Britton on the shot that time. Offensive rebound for Greenlee, and he's fouled, and that may have been Alex Johnson again. It is Alex Johnson, so that is his fourth. Yeah, Wes Book is going to be happy that his squad leads by 17 here because his top scorer now with 4 fouls, 7:34 to go in the game. Greenlee hits the first foul shot. Dominic will come back in. Aaron Dominic replaces Alex Johnson. Greenlee knocks down both free throws. He's got 11 to lead the way for the Redmen. But it's a 15-point lead for Spring Hill as we play the fourth. Cooper Jones, 15 points, 13 of it came last quarter. He defers out to Weber. Now Metcalf, top of the key to Mitchell. Jones one-on-one with Daniels on the blow-by. Gets to the block, creates some space, and lays it in. 17 for Cooper Jones to lead all scorers. Simpson from the middle of the paint hits the leaner. A minute gone in this fourth quarter. Just 2 points trimmed off the lead by Atchison as they open this quarter down 15. Mitchell wants to go baseline, barrels into Greenlee, and he's called for the blocking foul. That's fourth team foul on Atchison, the first on Jesse Greenlee. Lobbed into Weber. Now Jones underneath Dominic has a big height advantage on Herrick Britton. Instead gives it out to Jones, who drives and rejected by Herrick Britton. It came right back out though to Spring Hill. Weber airballs the three from the corner, and Herrick Britton clears it away for Atchison. Redmen down 15. Daniels, little head fake, kicks it back up top. Simpson back again to Daniels. Greenlee with a baseline jumper, rattles in and out. Off of Herrick Britton and out of bounds, so Spring Hill takes over with 6:02 to play. Broncos on top 49-34. A foul on the inbound pass called on Amarian Daniels, and he has picked up his fourth. Team's fifth. Daniels stays in with 4 fouls. Why not? If you're Matt Hall at this point, you're down 15. Nothing to lose, really. And it's Mitchell on the drive and a foul called on Dominique Herrick Britton, his second. 2 shots coming up for Mitchell. And Daniel Mitchell's been solid at the line, 3 out of 3 in the game. He's got 7 points. His first foul shot is smooth. And the second one misses. Greenlee the rebound. It's a 16-point lead for the Broncos. Looking to start 2019 out 1-0, and they're looking good here to do that as Greenlee left the 3 short, and Ryan Weber has his team leading 7th rebound, but then they turn it over. Simpson charging into traffic. They're going to call a blocking foul on Weber. His second, and it will put Simpson at the line for 2 shots, where he is 0 for 2 in the ball game. First shot good from Simpson. Josh McGee and Christian Arnold return. Arnold's got 4, so they've got both Daniels and Arnold out there with 4 fouls apiece. Dominic with the rebound off the missed free throw by Simpson. 50-35 Spring Hill, 5.5 to go. Mitchell had to absorb some contact. Couldn't finish through it, but Aaron Dominic with an offensive rebound to give him a second chance. Jones driving around Daniels, sends it back up top to Weber. He's all alone, and he knocks down a tray. 53-35 Spring Hill. Not allowing Atchison to make any kind of a run here in this fourth quarter. The Redmen starting to run out of time with 4:40 to go, down 18 still. McGee up top, Simpson. He pulls up from just inside the foul line and spins one home. And timeout, Spring Hill with 4.5 to go. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
4:30 left to play in the ball game here in Spring Hill tonight. It was tied at 24 at halftime, but a 15-0 run to start the third quarter for Spring Hill gave them a nice cushion, and they have not let up. They lead 53-37 with the final 4.5 to play. Top scorer Alec Johnson on the bench. Cooper Jones has since taken over that role as the top scorer, but Johnson back in out of the timeout, and he takes that reign as the leading scorer back as he hits his fourth three of the game, give him 19 points. And at the midway point of the fourth quarter, the lead is now 19, largest of the game for Spring Hill. Daniels teardrop left short. Ball still loose, and Daniels got it back. He's then fouled by Weber. And that'll put him on the line. That's 17 fouls against Spring Hill. A 1-and-1 opportunity for Omarion Daniels. He scored 5 points right out of the gates back at the first quarter. Hasn't scored since, though. Front into the 1-and-1 miss short. Dominic with his 7th rebound. Lead is 19 for Spring Hill as they look to push it up over 20 on this trip down. 19 from Johnson, 17 from Jones. Pick and roll to Aaron Dominic, and he is fouled. So that'll put him on the line for a 1-and-1. I think they're going to call this on Greenlee. Yeah, that's exactly who they call it on. That's his second. Dominic with 7 rebounds tonight matches Ryan Weber for the team high. And now he comes up with his first point of the game as well as he knocks down that free throw. And puts the lead at an even 20 points now. Can't get the second to go, and Simpson has the rebound. Well, I did not see a 20-point lead coming at any point in this game for either team. When we were tied 24 all at the half, had 6 lead changes and a tie in the first half, but a 15-0 run opening up the third quarter has taken what was a back-and-forth ball game and made it one-sided here in the second half. Arnold pulls up for the mid-range, can't get it. Alex Johnson the rebound. Long outlet to Jones. Those two have combined for 36 tonight. Runner won't go for Alex Johnson. Arnold just got in time to get that rebound. He goes coast to coast, but missed the layup, and Dominic pulls down his game-high 8th rebound. Nobody guarding Mitchell. Little hesitation to allow Greenlee to go flying by him, and now Daniel Mitchell becomes the third player into double figures tonight for Spring Hill. He's got 10 with 2.5 to play. 22-point Spring Hill lead. Daniel struggling on the catch. They bring it back to Simpson. Deep three by Omarion Daniels. Rims out, and Alex Johnson has the rebound. Good opening night from Alex Johnson despite the fouls. That's been the one thing he wants to clean up tonight, but 19 points, 5 rebounds. He'll take that all day. Under 2 to play. Weber on the left wing. Around Arnold, runs into a double team. They swing it back around to Jones, who fires from the right wing and hits. 20 points from Cooper Jones tonight. 62-37. All Broncos here in the second half. A 38-13 advantage since halftime for Spring Hill. A turnover forced, a chance to run. Weber leaves it off for Jones. He's got 22 tonight. And a timeout, Spring Hill. 64-37, 1:15 to go. Wes Book takes a timeout to clear the end of the bench and get everybody into the ball game tonight. After a tie game at a halftime, Spring Hill just completely running away with it here in the second half. 1:15 left in this ball game, and we'll set the lineup for you once they take the floor. It looks like Cody Powell will come in as the only guy who is going to be on the floor who has also played tonight. And then he's going to be joined by 4 new guys out there on the floor. John Mitchell, Landon Kaiser, Evan Letillier, and Seth Hayes have all checked into the game along with Cody Powell. As Wes Book has a chance up 27 to clear the bench in this final 1:15. What a second half from the Spring Hill Broncos. We'll chat with Wes Book in the postgame show, and going to be interested to see what he told the guys at halftime, because they sure came out firing here in the second half. That's Damian Owens, who's in there for the first time as well for Atchison, who had the rebound off that miss, taken away from him by Landon Kaiser. Final minute. Spring Hill up by 27. Hayes lost his footing, had it ripped away by Greenlee. Daniels' floater won't go off the heel. And the rebound pulled down by Letillier with 23 seconds to play. Wes Book palms up, saying hold on to it, keep it out. Down to 10 seconds. Spring Hill looks like they're going to let these final few seconds tick off the clock, and an impressive second half leads to a 27-point victory on opening night for the Spring Hill Broncos. 64-37 your final. Spring Hill starts the year 1-0, and Atchison drops to 1-1 with the loss. We're back to wrap it all up for you on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show next here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome inside the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Post-game show brought to you by Kansas City's premier auto collision and repair center, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, where they work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. Learn more by visiting them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. This game was tied at 24 at halftime. And then the second half was all Broncos. They outscore Atchison 40-13 after halftime, including a 15-0 run to start the third quarter and put this game on ice early on in the second half. Very impressive second half performance by Spring Hill as they run away to a 64-37 opening night victory. 1 tie, 6 lead changes in this game. That all happened back in the first half of this game. In fact, all 6 lead changes happened inside the first 6 minutes of the first quarter. And after that, 1 tie. That was at halftime. And then all Spring Hill, 40-13 in the second half. 3 guys in double figures tonight for the Broncos, led by 22 points out of Cooper Jones. 20 of his 22 came post-halftime. Huge second half from Jones. 22 points, 3 rebounds when it's all said and done. Ryan Weber with 9 points, 7 rebounds. Alex Johnson, a big game from him as well. 19 points from Johnson to go along with 5 rebounds. And Daniel Mitchell also in double figures, 10 points tonight, 2 rebounds. Luke Metcalf had 3 points and 1 board. And Aaron Dominic with 1 point and a team-high 8 rebounds. For Atchison, they had 1 guy in double figures. That was Jesse Greenlee, the freshman who's led the team in scoring now each of their first 2 games this year. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds tonight. Xavier Hernandez, 9 points and 6 boards. Garyon Simpson, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Omarion Daniels, 5 points and 2 boards. Christian Arnold, 3 points, 2 rebounds. And Cameron Johnson with 2 points tonight as Spring Hill runs away with it in the second half. Your final score, 64-37. Broncos get to 1-0. We'll be back with more of the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show right after this. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show tonight as opening night ends with a huge second half from the Spring Hill Broncos. They cruise to a 64-37 victory over the Atchison Redmen, and we're joined now by the head coach of the Spring Hill Broncos, Wes Book. And Coach, a 24-24 ball game there at the half, and your guys really responded well in that second half. What was said in that halftime locker room to get your guys to come out and play the way they did there in the second half?
You know, honestly, we didn't change a whole lot. I mean, a lot of it was, we talked after the game, was almost everybody on our team hadn't played in a varsity basketball game before, so just being able to adjust to the game. Atchison didn't bring their whole team up, so we didn't know what exactly to expect out of them. But honestly, it was just getting some basketball under them. Cooper Jones really settled in the second half and hit a bunch of shots for us. But again, just be able to break, and I didn't change anything. I just say, hey guys, you guys know what to do. Just got to be out there to go out there do it. Just adjust to the speed of the game. It just took them a half. Yeah,
one of your more experienced guys coming back this year, Alex Johnson, kind of carried the weight early in this game. He had 9 first-quarter points and ends up with 19 when it's all said and done, but he kind of carried it early, and then Cooper Jones kind of took the baton from him there, and then he ended up with 22. So that duo there were big offensively tonight.
Yeah, and with both of those guys are guys last year. AJ in the game against Atchison, second game of the year, sprains his MCL and he's out for a month and a half. He was a starter for us, never came back, and was never really the same. But he had at least a little bit of experience, and he's going to have to score for us. And then Cooper Jones was almost the exact same story. He was going to be our first guy off the bench. He gets mono a week before basketball starts, loses 15 pounds, which he's not a real big guy anyways. It takes him about 2.5, 3 months, almost towards the end of the basketball, to get healthy again. So those guys are going to have to score a lot for us. They have a great ability to shoot the basketball. They both did a lot better job for me attacking tonight than I thought. They didn't settle for threes, but yeah, they did a great job, especially Cooper getting settled in the second half.
Well, it's easy to talk about all the points in that second half. You guys put up 40, but how about the defense as well? You hold Atchison to just 13 points in the second half. That was an impressive part that kind of got overshadowed a little bit by the offensive barrage, but the defense was very good as well.
Yeah, and I thought our initial defense was really good. The only thing I wasn't happy with in the second half is I didn't think we rebounded the basketball very well out of our zone. But we haven't worked on it a ton. We've ran a lot of man-to-man. Atchison's kind of a funny team because their big guys aren't big, so to speak, tall-wise, but they're big inside, and they kind of wedge you under. But no, they did a really good job we did a really good job at least contesting shots. We talked about taking charges and boxing out in the second half, which we took a few charges, which made me happy. Didn't box out good enough, but to be able to hold them, to limit them, you said 13 points in the second half was really good.
Yeah, big 64-37 win here on opening night for the Broncos. So now that this season's rolling, obviously schedule changed a little bit. You don't get as much practice time. You blink, and then the next game comes up. And, of course, Friday you get Lansing here back at home. So I'm sure the guys are ready to be in that game mode now where you practice a couple times, then play. But what kind of challenges does that have for the team now as you kind of switch gears now that the season has started?
Yeah, I mean, it switches gears, and good for us with an inexperienced team. We had our 13th practice yesterday. So we got to be able to run a lot of stuff and get all of our stuff in. But there's nothing like game experience. But, yeah, it's going to get harder because I'm going to throw more at them as time comes on. And then, you turn around and you play Friday versus Lansing and turn around and play Monday versus a really good Shawnee Mission South team who finished, I think, 3rd or 4th in the state tournament at 6A last year. So I know Lansing didn't play till tonight, and I went and scouted Shawnee Mission South, and they're going to be a tough challenge for us. But it gets really, really crazy for about 2 weeks, and then we get a break. But so hopefully, I think our guys are going to be able to ready. They just got to be able to handle it mentally and physically.
Coach, appreciate you coming up here and chatting with us after this one. And congratulations to you and the guys on the big win tonight.
Appreciate it.
That's Coach Westbrook as the Broncos win it tonight 64-37 over Atchison. They start the year 1-0, and they're back in action coming up Friday night here at home and here on Spring Hill Sports Live as they host Lansing. It's a nice night for Spring Hill. The girls win big 53-16, and the guys win big as well 64-37. Both Spring Hill girls and boys 1-0 to start 2019, and both back in action coming up Friday against Lansing here at home. For Caden Carbajo, I'm Bryce Kessler. We say good night from Spring Hill High School. You've been watching the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.